Well, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? It's me, Tinzley Bradford. I am the author of the SettleFree Dating Method for Women, which is a no-nonsense. I got to quote that word, no-nonsense, which means I'm not taking anything from you. It's a no-nonsense advice guide to remind you, beautiful ladies, that you are more, okay? And you are more. You are more than they say you are. You are more than many times you even think you are. So trust me, start off on that note, knowing that you are more. So today I wanted to talk briefly to you about a few tips I shared on a recent conference call. I had my first ever live conference call. It was the masterclass. It was the SettleFree Dating Method masterclass a few weeks ago. It was amazing. I had the best time, got a lot of feedback from some of the listeners, and I loved it. Every minute of it was awesome. Being able to share valuable tips on how I got to where I am today, how I became settle free, and what that means is you are just not allowing anything that's less than you deserve in your life anymore. You're not taking breadcrumbs anymore. You're not settling for the short end of the stick anymore. You are not settling for the crap anymore. You are taking a stand for what you believe in, and you are now aware of your value. You're fully aware who you are, and you are no longer broken, depressed, down and out, devastated, easily to be manipulated by someone who's looking for someone weak, who's been hurt, or in a bad relationship. See, I help coach women back alive from devastation, whether it's a devastating breakup, whether it's dealing with an abusive relationship that you've dealt with for a long time, self-esteem issues, you've been cheated on, you've been hurt, you just simply don't trust anymore, and you feel bad about yourself, so you're kind of stuck in a bad situation. I help get you out of that, because trust me, I've been through so much in relationships, so I know exactly how it feels to not feel good anymore and not want to move sometimes. You just want to sit there and rock back and forth like a little baby. But the tips that I shared are some key tips that we as women have got to start really making sure we don't allow anymore when we're in the beginning stages of the dating process, okay? So without any more delays, let me get started on tip number one. Tip number one is make him earn smelling that fragrance, honey. Make that man earn smelling that Victoria's Secrets that you done went and bought. Make him earn smelling that Bath and Body Works. Make that joker earn smelling that Juicy Couture. We as women way too much are allowing guys in our homes and in our personal space without making them earn the stuff that they're supposed to be earning, without making them date us, court us, get to know us, pursue us, show us that they're even interested in us for longer than just 5 minutes in the bedroom. We are allowing them in our homes after one date, after 30 minutes together. Come on now. I know it's tough. I know sometimes you've been, how can I put it, aged. Is that the right way to put it? Aged. You haven't really been active, if you know what I mean. And sometimes we all just want to, But when you're trying to seek a relationship that's long term, a lot of times men look for that. They look for the vulnerable, weak woman who they know they can prey on. They look for the ones who have no self-esteem, the ones who lack self-confidence, the ones who are vulnerable and weak and broken and down and out and feeling like they just want to have a man in their life because for whatever reason the other relationship they had just simply did not work. So now they're hurt from that. You got to stop just giving it away, honey. You got to stop letting him smell that Juicy Couture on that body, skin to skin. You got to stop letting him come up in your room and just take over, walking around your house, in your refrigerator, in your bathroom, taking a dump. Ooh. You got to start making sure he knows, okay, thanks you for the date, kiss me on my forehead, and you keep it moving. Now, I want to let you know that I know you're a grown woman and you have to make decisions based on what you feel is best for you and where you're comfortable at. I understand that. I get that. But if you continue to make those kind of mistakes, you're going to continue dealing with the same kind of guys you've been dealing with. And me personally, I don't want to keep dealing with that crap. So the only way you can change the way things are going is if you change the way you do things. If you've been doing that and it's not been working for you, you need to change that. On the front porch, kiss me goodnight, and you be gone. So please, ladies, make him earn that Vicky V. well, what is it? Victoria's Secrets. He can no longer just come smell all on your body for free. He's got to start dating you, taking you out, treating you like the woman you deserve to be treated like, okay? That is number one. Number two, do not allow bad behavior any longer and stop making excuses for his. Did you hear what I said? Stop making excuses for bad behavior. Women, too many times we're in relationships or dating guys or whatever we're doing, and he does stuff that is just completely unacceptable. And we know it. It's out of line, it's unacceptable, it's disrespectful, and we just sit and grin about it. Or if someone says, "You gonna let him say that to you? Did you hear him? Oh, he just was saying that." No, baby, he's not just saying anything. Not to me that way. You must take a stand, and for self-respect, for crying out loud. You can't just allow someone to treat you any kind of way and talk to you any kind of way just because that's just how he is. I don't think so. You have to stop that in the beginning stages in its tracks. Because guess what? If you do not, he's going to continue doing that. And in the long-term relationship that you all are trying to establish, if you get that far, that is how he's going to be acting. And he's going to look at you like, who do you think you're talking to? You've allowed this for so long and now you want to suddenly say something? So it's imperative, ladies, that you know his bad behavior has got to be stopped immediately. Do not allow it. Do not sit and grin about it. Do not sit there and think it's okay because that's just how he is. That has nothing to do with swag. It's plain disrespect. And I'm sure you can agree that that's a lot of stuff that he could be doing. You know, that's like, what does that look like? What does bad behavior look like? Well, you know, trust me, you know what bad behavior looks like and feels like. Okay, so let's not play like we don't know. All right. So number three, this is one of my favorites. You, my love, are not his mama. Did you hear me? I'm going to repeat that one. You, my dear, are not his mama. So put those wipes up, put those pull-ups and diapers up. No more changing him. You have got to stop it in the beginning stages. I know as women, we are nurturers by nature. We want to help. We want to clean up the mess. We want to school you to be this wonderful person we think you could be. We see potential. We want to do everything. We want to be the one to give you food, give you money, give you a ride where you need to go, get your hair cut. Pretty much be your mama. Be responsible for everything. Remember important things that you should be remembering. Women, we've got to stop playing mama. You're not his mama. You can be a loving, positive person or influence in his life, but you're not responsible for him. And you've got to stop being made to feel you are, and you've got to stop going in relationships playing mama, point blank, period. I mean, I'm sure you know exactly what that looks like. You're constantly doing. If you're married to a man that's different, you're going to start being a little bit more, how can I put it, submissive to his needs. That's just what a good wife does. But when you're in the dating process and you're always doing everything, you're pretty much the one leading and carrying and driving the relationship. Then what do you need him for if you're not going to get anything from him? You need influence too. You need to be loved and nurtured and treated with respect too. You're not his mama and he's not your daddy. Treat each other like a loving couple, not like mama and daddy, okay? Number 4, stop taking his breadcrumbs, honey. Date someone who wants to be with you. No more breadcrumbs. Do you hear me? I don't want any more breadcrumbs from this point on. I want a man who can give me a full course meal with an appetizer in the beginning, some breadsticks while I wait, a dessert in the after stages, and I want leftovers for the next day. Do you hear me? No more mediocre breadcrumbs, ladies. You got to stop taking the small end of the stick, taking a little bit he wants to give to you, and he wants to push you away because he feels like he doesn't want to lose you completely because he knows there's something there, but he wants to continue playing the field with all these other females, but he doesn't want to break up with you because he's like, if these 2 girls don't work out, then at least I have her to fall back on. Quit being the rebound chick taking the breadcrumbs. You deserve more than that. If he can't give you a full course meal and 100% of his time, and he's going to show you that he's interested in you like you're interested in him, then you need to let that joker go. Do you hear me? Let him go. No more breadcrumbs for you. Do you hear me? All right. So I coach women on getting out of stuck, getting you back from a devastating breakup, getting you back from low self-esteem, insecurities. You want to start your own business. You want to start doing things for yourself. Visit me at tinzleybradford.com. I have a contact page in there. Send me your dilemma and we can get you started on how you can go deeper with me. Have a wonderful day, ladies, and thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye.